Welcome to the Lightworker podcast. In this episode, I'm speaking with Tanya Dale, and she is sharing her experience with plant medicine with us today. She goes deep. It's only a short episode, but I hope you enjoy it.
Okay.
So we will have the audio version of it, all being well, if this thing worked. This is the thing, right? You just never know with the technology.
Yeah.
So
We could actually have a whole conversation just about that.
right, I'm just
it's fascinating.
yes, but I definitely let's have a little if you're willing to share.
Yeah, sure. Let's go. I'll share.
Without naming names or saying where, your plant medicine
Yes.
journey
Okay.
or journeys.
Yes. So I would like to start with, firstly, I only did my first one 3 years ago.
Yes.
And I had been invited quite a few times to do it, and
yes.
it never felt right. And I never made myself wrong for that. I was open, but it just didn't feel right. And what I feel like I wanted to do was, what you say that?
I was just going to say that to me is one of the most important things that people really need to know about is that it's a personal journey, and it needs to happen when the human is ready.
Yes.
And only if the human is ready, and it really, if it's a should, it's probably not what you should be doing.
No. Or if you feel like you need it to move forwards in life.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to ensure that it wasn't coming from that place. And so for me, everything is feeling and action.
Yes.
So I was also looking for a feeling from wherever it was going to come from.
Yes, like guidance.
Yeah,
where's the best place to be,
and trusting that if I was meant to, it'll happen whenever, and I just let it go.
Yeah.
And I remember, because I've been doing all this feminine work, like I've been feeling deeply connected to understanding the masculine part of ourselves and the feminine part of ourselves, and then also connecting in with nature and trees. And my friends had recently been to the Daintree, and that's where I wanted to. I've been really feeling called to go up there.
So being amongst nature and
Anyway, so world's oldest jungle, all of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I got invited to do some plant medicine.
Yeah.
And that's I had heard about this person, and I went, it feels like I'm ready. And I really wanted to make sure I had the tools in my kit to whatever the plant medicine was going to show me.
Yeah, to meet whatever it was.
To bring that back and integrate into my life without needing it. And so I felt like in a really stable, solid place when I said yes to this. And so what ended up happening was that I felt it was over a couple of nights.
Yeah.
And the first night was just like this, you know that movie Groundhog Day?
Yes.
Yep. So that's what I was getting. It was like, because hubby wasn't really feeling safe about me going, and I wasn't really feeling like didn't want to make him feel like worried about me.
Yeah.
So I had to wait for that as well. But then, and he did get to that place where it was like, oh, I see where it was, and I felt like he felt I was safe enough to go. I spoke with the people that were running it, and he, got all of that, so he felt safe. And I also had a beautiful friend that I was going with, and then the Groundhog Day thing. So I was like, I wish they'd shut up. Like there's noise everywhere, and it's just like, oh, this doesn't feel good. And this is what I was being shown. I was like, And then every time that I felt frustrated, and it would be like, see, he told you not to go, he told you. And then it would start and reset, and the same noises and the same frustrations and the same thing, and it felt like it went for hours.
Yeah, wow.
And I remember thinking, I've got to let go of this or it's going to keep going. So I let it go.
Okay, how did you let it go?
I just surrendered into it and allowed whatever needed to come up, in the feeling of like not making all those noises wrong, not making anything that was, I just let it be.
Yeah.
And then what I remember happening was that the noises turned into actually all the pleasantries. Like I could, they're here for me. They're actually making those noises for me. Wait, everybody's here for me. Oh my God, the whole weekend they're all here for me. They're turning on the frog noises just for me to hear. And they're putting some wind through the window to cool me down a little bit. Oh look, somebody kicked a bucket. Makes me want to vomit today. So nice that they're all doing this for me. They're all here for me. So if I bring that back into the reality of my life, I'm like, I am the director of my life, and I get to orchestrate and demonstrate whatever, like direct however things come in.
Yeah.
And I can make it mean whatever I want it to make it mean. So I really, over the last 3 years, have been integrating that to see what am I inviting in, and if it's not serving, and it's frustrating, how can I let that go and create something that, because if I can create that, I can create that.
Yeah.
And that's where my life has been in the last 3 years.
Amazing.
So I didn't know whether I'd ever want to go back again, and I was open to that, just like not saying not ever, but just saying don't know whether I will. Well, I felt the calling again. Actually, after Perengi, I felt it. It was like, I'm feeling so loved, like this love thing's stronger, and I'm getting called to it. So, yep, I'm ready to go again. So I go, thinking I am ready to meet whatever, because I've been here. So I've been doing the work, and I'm facing it. What I realized, it was so like horrific on the first night.
Right, so completely different to your first experience.
Yes.
All
yeah,
right.
I mean, there was lots of other beautiful things that happened on that experience, especially on the second, maybe on the second night. It's part of it. Like there was parts of beautiful and there was parts of not. But it was still, I realized from this second one that I was still looking outside of me. What I realized is that plant medicine itself isn't anything outside of me. It is a reflection of my inside, of my thoughts, my inner being, my higher self, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But I was still so afraid of her. And I've been
interesting.
because that's what was showing up on the first night. And I got to a point where I was like, I don't do this anymore. Just someone else come and do it. I'm done. And I was like really done. I was like, I don't want it. What am I here for? This is really yuck. How do I do that in life? And so I doubted myself all day the next day, going, I don't even know what I'm going to go back in, do it again. Like, oh my gosh. But the other part of me is arguing, saying you're here for the experience. You know you're not going to die. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, okay. So you're having an internal struggle going on.
Yeah. And then, so I went in going, you know what, I'm going to be able to direct this. I'm going to be gentle with it.
Yeah.
And I can invite that in. I don't have to be all in, everything's okay, because I was very loose with that the first night.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. So the second night I was like, I'm ready to meet those parts of myself, but with gentleness, ease, grace, flow. And oh my gosh, was it beautiful.
Completely different experience.
Yeah. To the point where then, like, because you purge, and so you're purging out what doesn't serve. And I did, and like I was having conversations with myself. I'd purge and I'd go, here you go, girl. And I was like, yeah. I was cheering myself on. It was like 3 or 4 of us of me in there with me purging.
Yeah, right. Lightening the load.
Right? And then I'd be like, you're so brave. You're so amazing. And be like, I know. Like the little girl was like, I know. Blah. Like it just kept going. Then I could just had the most beautiful and magical experience. So I came out of that. And I just wanted to lay under the stars, and I could see it all. We are one consciousness. The universe just was there. It was beautiful. There was like this luminous web that I could see that was right across the stars as the stars were like zhooshing past.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I'm tripping, but I could see it, and I actually felt
it.
And there was like hearts coming out of the luminous web, and it's like, we will work in love with you if you let it. So then I realized that it is nothing outside of me. It is everything within me. And I do not need to be afraid because I'm love. I am love. And it doesn't mean that everything's going to go all lovey-dovey and we're at that beautiful place. Things are going to happen. But if I trust the love in me and I trust that part of myself, not outside of myself, it doesn't matter what happens outside of me.
Yeah.
I've got me.
You've got you.
Yeah, or the universe has got me. God's got me. My higher self's got me. I can have conversations with that little wounded part that comes up every now and then and has, what do you call it, the Nancy?
Negative Nancy.
Negative Nancy comes out and, I can see and meet her with love.
Yeah. So it's helped you to be able to really deepen a connection to yourself.
Yes.
Doing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I don't need to enroll anybody outside of myself to blame or look for. So the part that it showed me on that first night is, where else do I literally just go, I'm done. Someone else can do that. I'm going this direction.
Yeah.
I really got to see how I do that with my husband. I just give it over.
Yeah.
And I would make all the excuses under the world, justify the shit out of it.
Yeah, right.
And I do not want to do that anymore. I don't want to be that person. I just want to take responsibility for all of me.
All of you. And so how are you doing that? So what does that look like now? So beyond that experience, like what happens for you in your daily life when that part of you rises?
The negative Nancy or the challenging
critic,
part or the
whatever the
wounded
opponent,
self, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I feel it. It still feels, because I still feel like we're all going to, like, it physically comes up and I can feel it. And mostly I feel it in my solar plexus. And then what I go to is the curiousness part of myself.
Yeah.
And underneath it, I know that it's going to be okay. Yeah. I don't go into that full dismissive, psyched out mode and dismiss it. I just am with it.
Yeah, cool.
And I don't feel like I have to find the answers. It's just letting myself feel the feeling and get curious, like I had been when I arrived here today. I was getting curious for some things that have been coming up and I was really feeling.
Yeah.
Because it twists, like it's like that. If I let it, and I can then, it's like a tornado. It starts a little bit, right? And if I...
gains momentum.
Yep, if I keep believing in the stories and all this bullshit negative that's in it and forget about the love part, I get caught in it.
Yeah.
And that twists and
that's
turns in here.
That's the thing that separates you.
Yes.
Which then causes the physical response in the body.
Yeah, and I don't think that we have to be doing it on our own. We can sometimes call on our support.
Yes.
To go, I know there's this thing going on.
Yeah.
And I would like some guidance or your opinion or whatever you feel. For me then to reflect on, and I don't make myself wrong for that.
No.
I'm not here to do it alone.
No,
we are together.
We need help.
Yeah.
We need support, especially when we're in those emotional states.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like we shift into a completely different reality. So the thing that I liken it to is it's like us sitting here now. Inside my mind, it's quiet. There's really not a lot going on. I'm not thinking about something I'm going to be doing tomorrow or what I'm going to be doing
what you do for dinner for the kids.
No. But something will happen in life and you get triggered, and then all of a sudden it's so noisy inside the mind. It's like everyone's got an opinion upstairs. There's 50 different me's that are telling me all the different ways or things that could be going on or shouldn't be going on or should or whatever. So I liken it to noise. It's like traffic in your head, and my normal state is quiet. So there's nothing. I am meeting the now moment with every next now moment.
Yes.
And just doing whatever happens in that now moment.
Yeah, and trusting that. And
trusting it. But when there's a trigger that arises, which happens less for me these days than it did when I started my journey, the thing that I 100% know is that the voices are loud. And if it isn't voices, it's knowing. And if it isn't knowing, it's pictures. However your internal world gives you the information.
Yeah.
And a lot of the information that's given is of a fear-based narrative, if you like. It's coming from fear. So it's interesting to just sort of see, like, from having that experience with plant medicine for you, and knowing that we are all one and that we are love, and that is our natural state now, and you've now had the full body feeling of that.
Yes.
You can't unknow it.
Nope.
And people that haven't had that full body feeling don't know what that feels like.
That's right.
Now, I've had that feeling without using plant medicine, so I know what that feels like. And you go through your life trying to chase it, really.
Yeah.
It's like it's fleeting, and then another trigger comes, and then it comes, and then it's managing when the triggers come to move through and move beyond the fear and reconnect with the part of you that is love.
Yes.
Because that's where the wisdom is. And sometimes it takes more than a minute
Yes.
to master the noise that's in your head, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and I feel that the same as anything with any healing modality or inner healing, where you're looking for those parts of yourself and ready to understand or have compassion or whatever, that the same with plant medicine. Don't go thinking that you just go there and it's going to
fix everything magically,
and then you're going to be able to live this magical life. It isn't that. And it's the same as when you're doing the inner work. It's don't go chasing the shadows. Don't go
you don't need to chase anything.
No, don't chase them, but don't also be expecting them, or whatever. Actually, do expect them, because they can show up, but ready to meet it when it does. Don't look for it, don't chase it.
Work with it when it's there.
But in the meantime,
enjoy
bliss, enjoy.
And
it doesn't mean, now that I'm happy, because there used to be a belief system that I had, if everything's so good in my life, oh my gosh, that means that something bad's going to happen. So what happens? You look for you invite the bad. No. Do you know the same? You actually mentioned something you say. My friends and I say this now. If it's not this, it's better.
This is something better.
Not, oh my God, I can't believe that exciting thing happened. No way, this is our new level, next level. We don't know how much better we can get it.
No.
But it doesn't ever have to be. Whatever we were made to believe back there. That was then. This is here, and we don't know what's there. But if it's not this, it's better, I believe.
I agree. I feel like we're in a time where it's going to be really important to spend as much time as you can in your now, like be here. And to ask yourself, can I let go of a perception of the past that I've been hanging on to? So, because often what we think happened isn't always necessarily exactly what happened.
Oh, absolutely.
And you can have a situation where you've got, a group of people where something happens and everyone will remember it differently. So we're at a point in our ascension process where we're really starting to understand that there is no one that's right or wrong. There's only is, whatever it is. It's so interesting to be able to kind of come from that perspective now. So your journey with the plant medicine, you feel was beneficial for you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's so now that I feel like I've got a different perception of it, because you hear about it, it's called the grandmother or mother, and it comes and she tells you. Well, to me, that still felt like that was something outside of myself that I needed. I don't call whatever, it's a part of me, it's a part of us, it's a part of higher consciousness. That when we can get out of our own way, so I feel like it can help clear some of that. But you can't just expect that to be it and then nothing happen. It's like a scar. If you've been cut deep, which some people have been through some nasty things and emotionally, that's the same. That scar's going to be there, so things are going to show up outside of your control that will trigger that feeling from when you got the scar. And it's about knowing that it's okay. That's then, this is now, that's what it's making me remember. I don't need to buy into it, and here I am. I can meet this as the person I am now. I don't have to revert back to that
other version of me and remember and be in that energy anymore. I can just be here knowing that happened, but knowing that the knowledge I gathered from that situation, from that scar, is going to help me meet this situation with more, I want to say, maturity.
Yeah, well, that's the loving adult, I would call the loving adult.
Loving adult.
Because maybe when that scar happened is something that happened when we were a child.
Yeah.
And we actually didn't have the maturity or the capability or the understanding to know how to meet that.
Yeah.
So when it happens here, I always imagine the part of myself of like, okay, what would my own loving adult, or what would my mother part of me say to her? What does she need?
Yeah.
What is it that she needs, so that we can then shift that narrative story that we've been operating out because we didn't know any different. We've got that space to hold now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's so good. Yeah.
Well, this has been interesting.
This has been short and sweet, this one.
Oh my god.
I can't where this I want to see if it works.
Yeah, let's just see.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
The content found within these podcasts are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Nothing on this website is intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any physical or medical conditions. If you have any physical or medical conditions, you should seek the advice of your medical professional immediately.